Hello everyone, Pinder Productions here, and today I'm back with another F1 2016 career mode. And today we're going to Germany for round 12 of this season. I'm currently in second in the championship, 1 point behind my teammate, equal with Hamilton. And I will be keeping the expert difficulty for this episode. Just see how I go, and if I don't do too well then I'll probably go back to hard. If I do well and get on the podium, I'll keep it. And we have an R&D event.
The new parts have been fitted to the car. The simulation numbers are good, so look forward to your feedback. Check out the details.
Okay, so we have our new engine part fitted, so more horsepower on the engine. Let's go to the laptop. I think, also I have no rivalry. I think I'll go for possibly fuel next, because I think with our engine upgrades it's going to be heavier on fuel.
Guten Tag and welcome to Hockenheim, home of the German Grand Prix, for today's practice session. It's a big weekend for a number of our top drivers as they look for success on home soil. We'll be getting underway shortly to see how they get on. So Anthony, lots to do of course in these sessions, lots of programs to run. What are you looking for when you jump in the car for free practice?
Well, you have basic checks first of all. You know, is the car working correctly? What are the track conditions like? And you'll be chasing that as the session goes on. Things like that. Then you start getting into the nitty-gritty of it all, and they become more like test sessions where it's all about gathering new data, testing components, tweaking the setup and so on. So there's only so much actual practice that these drivers need. Most of them will be plenty familiar enough with the track layout, either from previous experience or from the simulator.
In the practice sessions, again, like Hockenheim last time, not Hockenheim, Hungary, I was only able to complete the first practice thing, which was track acclimatization, so already off to a bad start here. Hopefully I can improve for qualifying. So here are the resource points we got. We now have 213, nothing from that or that. Got a new rival.
Everyone's talking about this new rival you have. Check his stats out.
Okay, so I wonder who it is this time. I bet it's another Red Bull. Oh no, it's Lewis Hamilton. Wow. Okay, I've already failed that on this expert difficulty.
Hi, how are you? I'm just passing on your qualifying
You're just
goals
here.
this weekend.
Look, I can see you walking up the stairs. Why did you leave a voicemail? You could have just told me. But those are our qualifying goals. Let's go there now.
Welcome to Germany for today's qualifying session at the famous Hockenheim ring. The pit lane lights will turn green in the next minute or two to signify the start of qualifying. This is a track that tends to ask quite a lot of the tyres, both front and rear. So is it fair to say a great deal of management will be needed in order to do well here?
Tyre wear will probably be the dominating factor around this track. It's so easy to use up the life in your tyres as you seek to find the lap time. If you have a good balance to begin with, like the Mercedes and Red Bull, you'll always stand a better chance.
I went out on the super soft compound tyre in qualifying, so here we go for the start of the lap. I was actually quite pleased with this lap considering how practice went. I did quite well here on 8th gear down into 3rd into turn 2, I think this is, 3 and 4, something like that, and then on this straight here, DRS zone, we go to 5th here, the 5th turn that is, not 5th gear, and then at the end of the straight here is the hairpin turn 6. I decided to brake a bit earlier for this than I was in practice, and I actually made it round in good speed, or better than I was in practice, so I was able to keep P1 at that time in this one-shot quali, round into this right-hander here, braking into the left-hand corner here, sort of coming into the stadium section now. There's a stadium there. It's sort of newer part that a lot of people don't really like, and I agree with them, to be honest. It's not very exciting, it's a bit short as well. So here we go into this hairpin here in the stadium section, and we are going to be P6 at the moment, which isn't as good as I was hoping to get, because I was P1 at one point. However, I'm not going to get P1 on this expert mode, but I have got P4 in qualifying.
It's a bit disappointing, but we just need to push hard in the race and we can still come away with something.
So here are the resource points I got during qualifying. So now I have 273, which isn't even enough for the fuel upgrade yet. which is kind of telling me I should go back to hard. But let's see what happens in the race anyway. I'm losing my rivalry. It's the first one I'm actually losing. Because I was on the hard difficulty, now I'm on the expert and I'm pretty much nowhere compared to where I was last, before I changed it. I can't compete with what they think I can.
I just wanted to pass on the team's expectations for this race. Good luck.
So that's what they expect of us. They expect us to beat my teammate, and I think beat Hamilton as well. I don't think either of those will happen, but let's see.
There's nowhere at all I'd rather be today than here at Hockenheim for the German Grand Prix. We have an incredibly competitive field this year, which means we should be in for a treat. And judging by the sea of people filling the grandstands, there's a fair-sized chunk of Germany that agrees with me. We're racing in the Rhine Valley this weekend at the home of many of the sport's finest competitors. The 2.8-mile Hockenheim ring requires precision through the technical stadium section and great raw speed down the long, flat-out curve towards the popular overtaking zone of the Turn 6 hairpin. Watch out for a lot of wheel-to-wheel action there today. And joining me on this journey today is Anthony Davidson. Now, Ant, it's the home race for Mercedes, so tell me from your perspective as a driver, does a team's attitude change for their home race? Obviously a home victory, particularly good marketing, you'd think, play on the national pride side of things a bit, but do you see that all come through at all?
Not really, to be honest. I mean, you do get a bit of a pep talk, I suppose. There's certainly somewhat of a raised sense of importance when it's the team's home race, but at the end of the day, we're all professionals. I mean, I want to win every race I compete in, and the teams want to win every race they compete in too. So the stakes are unbelievably high at this level. I mean, the effort is 100%, 24/7 all year round, whether it's your home Grand Prix or not.
The season is going well for us so far. Let's keep this momentum going and deliver another good result here.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Nico Rosberg is on pole position today after coming out on top of a difficult qualifying. And it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel and a Ferrari, Daniel Ricciardo and Verstappen.
So as for the strategy, I chose the faster strategy, 22 minutes and 15 seconds it thinks it will take. Here we go, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, starting P4, and away we go. Can I get a good start off the line? Yes, I can. I've gotten ahead of my teammate there off the line, and I'm up into P3. Can I get up into P3? Yes, I can. Up the inside of Rosberg, and can I go up the inside of Hamilton as well? It looks like I've done that at the moment. Will he try and brake later than I will? Yes, he will, but I'm ahead still into turn 2 there, and I have gotten away from him on the straight now, and there is a massive gap there at the moment. Not sure how long that will last, judging from what happened in the previous race, where I was just really slow. So than usual, braking early there so I can get a good line through the hairpin. Not that good, going a little bit wide. But I'm up into P1. I really did not expect this. I'm on for a good race here at the moment. And now onto the back straight, lap 3 here. And Hamilton has really caught up to me. You can see the proximity arrows there. He will also get DRS now on lap 3 on this straight. I'm sort of cutting it a bit tightly there. And there you go, he's gone past. Can I get him in the braking zone? Going later than him. Was going to turn in on him there, but I stopped that happening. And he has beaten me there out of the hairpin. And is Rosberg going to try now as well, going through this corner? No, it doesn't look like he is. I have a strategy option to change. I'm going to leave it stock, so pit on lap 4 there. So not going to pit this lap. I'm going to stay out an extra lap, pit lap 4. Onto the medium tyres to go to the end of the race then. Keep the original default setting. I think they'll be better, so then the tyres will actually hopefully last to the end, and I won't be pitting early and risk them blowing up before the end. Anyway, is Hamilton going to go in? No, he's going to stay out as well. Can I get him into the next DRS zone? No, I've messed up the last turn there, and well, I'm down into P2 is the essence and moral or message of this part of the race. I'm down into P2. And now at the end of lap 4 I am coming into the pits. And now coming out of the pits, it looks like I am going to be again in last place almost. P21, there you go. And Rosberg is behind me. Has Rosberg made a pit stop as well then? Oh, it looks like Rosberg also made a pit stop. And I'm going to keep it in standard because I've got less than a lap of extra of fuel. So I want to keep that buffer there and keep an extra bit of fuel. That kind of backs up my point that I think this car is going to be a bit more heavy on the fuel with its upgrades. So I think it'll be a good idea to upgrade the fuel wear usage. And there you go, trying to keep up with the manners now. That's quite funny. Or mocking either of the two, just trying to keep up with the manners, braking deep late there so I can try and stay with them. And now Rosberg is right behind me on the proximity arrows there. Can I stay ahead of him? Hopefully I can, going into the right-hander here. It's 6th gear, trying to stay right behind Rio Haryanto. Teammate is in the pits. Can I go around the outside? No, I can't. Going to tuck in behind. I'm going to have to go slowly through this section so I don't rear-end the manners because they're going so slowly. Are they going to pit? No, they're not. They're staying out. So I've got to go on and try and overtake them here on the pit straight. Can I do it on Haryanto? I've got DRS for the next straight, and here I go. I've made the move on Haryanto, and I've got DRS on Verline. Can I overtake Verline here as well, or am I going to have to wait till the next straight? It looks like I'm going to have to wait. And look, there's Vettel just ahead of me there, my teammate. And what's happened to him then if he's back down in 19th place? Must be the same, just nobody's pitted yet, and we're the only people who have pitted the front runners. So he's ahead in, or he's down in 19th, but still ahead of us. Oh no, we were ahead of him. We were ahead of Vettel earlier. He's overcut us, or I've just been held up by the manners too much and lost a load of time to my teammate. That's not good. And same for Rosberg as well. Rosberg's lost a load of time, like me. Because he's behind me. He's behind Verline. I know that. I don't know if he's behind Haryanto still, but that means Vettel has overtaken both of us in the pit window. And now Vettel is being held up by a large group of back markers. Can I gain on him? No, I can't. I've made an error again through the last corner. Keep going wide in some of these corners. It's really hurting my race. And probably that tyre there on the left, because I keep going in that gravel trap. In 8th gear now. Can I do late braking? Yes, I can. I've overtaken my teammate and Magnussen there. That's very good. Slightly dirty move there, dive bombing them, but no contact was made, I don't think, at least none that I saw or felt the consequence of. So that move worked there, and now I'm up into P13. Also some people pitted. Can I overtake Nasser as well here at the hairpin? Yes, I can, and now I am back up into P12, 10 places ahead of whoever's in last place. That's good then. Can I even gain on Gutierrez now? I probably will eventually, but not right now. And now coming onto the straight on lap 8 here, Ricciardo and Kvyat are being held up by Palmer. Can I go around there outside? Yes, I can. I was about to say, but no. Also, Verstappen's right behind me as well. But I've gone around the outside of Verstappen, and it looks like I'm going to go around the outside of Palmer here. I've made contact with a Red Bull that have gone past all of them with DRS, multiple slipstreams. But can they get me on the inside? Looks like Kvyat's going to try at least. However, I should have better horsepower than him. And there you go. I've made the move on about 3 cars there, all at once in the span of a straight there. And I am now up into P5. So top 5 now. Looking good for me all of a sudden. However, Sainz is quite far away. Although I assume he hasn't pitted yet. So either he'll pit soon, or I'll just gain on him because he's got more worn out tyres than I have. And now on lap 12, I am right behind Carlos Sainz. I overtook somebody as I went into the pits, and it looks like Carlos Sainz is going into the pits there. And so I have overtaken him for P3 now. I'm on the podium. That is good. And Perez is in P3 somehow. Oh no, Verstappen now is in P3. So Perez was in the pits there. He had stayed out. So it's Hamilton, me and Verstappen, surprisingly. I didn't expect the Red Bulls to be in the mix for this race. I was expecting Rosberg and Hamilton to be P1 and 2, but no. So driver behind.
The gap to the car behind is 2.2 seconds. They're on old softs. The time last lap was a 1 minute 20.2.
Okay then, so I don't know if they're going to go into the pits again or not. Have they stayed out, or is that their legitimate position? Because if it is, well done Red Bull. So now on to the final lap of the race, breaking into the first corner there, and Verstappen has caught right up to me over the last few laps, and I've got 79% tyre wear on my front left. So like I said earlier, going in that gravel trap all the time really has cost me on the front left there. Hopefully I can keep it going until the end of the race, because that is the only tyre that has any issues at all out of all of them. Is Verstappen going to try and make a move up my inside? I'm going to leave it open for him. I'm going to try and brake early though, because I need to keep this tyre alive. And here we go, pushing him a bit wide there. No contact made though, and I've kept the position. And his teammate Ricciardo is right there as well. So I don't know what happened to Rosberg and Vettel and where they are. They must have been held. Oh no, my tyre's punctured. Oh no, it's dead. Tyre's dead. Oh no, I'm gonna lose my podium. Oh, there's Vettel. Okay. So Vettel is sort of in the mix. He's behind the Red Bulls. Yeah, that was a bit reckless, but oh my gosh, really? This couldn't have happened at a worse time. This really couldn't. Is Hockenheim going to overtake me? I at least want to finish in the top 10. Oh, this race was going so well until that moment. Oh no. No. This is not good. P8. P8. Oh, now the AIs crash with each other. Well done, AI. Again. Oh. The AI is amazing, I've just learnt. Oh, it did so badly then.
For the Mercedes team today. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix. And now let's take a
So there you
look
go,
at
I got
the
P8, it was Hamilton, Ricciardo, Verstappen, my teammate, and Perez high up there. So the constructors, we are still second, 14 points I think that is behind, and look, there I am, down in third, quite a few points behind Hamilton now, which isn't very good. So that's kind of making me think I'm going to put it down to hard, because I really cannot have a very good pace with expert. Even though I was running second, which was quite nice, although being so far back, I think I'm going to need to put it back to hard. I wish there was a middle ground between hard and expert, because hard is too easy but expert is too hard, so I don't know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode anyway. If you did, give it a like, comment below, subscribe to the channel if you are new and want to see more F1 2016 content, and I will see you next time. Bye.